Um, Hi guys, it's Tia from Tarot by Tia, and I'm back with another video. This is the love video for the 15th to the 30th of April 2022. Just to let you guys know, I don't have this deck for some reason. I only have one card in my car. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna use one of these other two decks to do this reading. I'm just using this card so that it'll be a placeholder for whatever. Okay. So anyway. Before I get into it, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a mental health professional or anything like that. Take this as my personal opinion. It does get very personal very often, but sometimes it doesn't. So, like I said, take it as my opinion. Take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, here we go. We're gonna do one, two, and three. If you guys need more time, you can pause the video. I'll be here when you get back. So, number one, the After Tarot. I'm going to use deck number three to do the reading for deck number one. That there. Alright, what is coming for you guys in love the last 2 weeks of April 2022? What is coming for the secrets of this deck the last 2 weeks of April in love? April 2022. Please remember this is not a personal reading, although it gets very personal a lot of time. If you guys um, would mind, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Take this as my personal opinion. Alright, so what is coming towards you guys in love the last 2 weeks of April 2022? For some reason, I'm hearing November. November or December. Something from November or December might be coming back. You might benefit from going to look at the readings from November and December on my channel. You might look at your astrological. Just on 222. You might look at the astrological placements that were going on in November and December, or the ones that will be coming in this upcoming November and December. All right, we're coming towards the seeker. Deck number one, April, last week's April 2022. I feel like something is touching my face. Four of Cups, looks like taking a break. Somebody feels like they're depressed in a marriage because this is coming off very much as a marriage. Um, where somebody, it's like two people, because this is like two different energies. One is very keyed up and very like, I'm watching. Uh, it's also giving mental illness because of his head being wrapped around. So the person that's in this connection with someone else, the one of them feels like they're very like hyper vigilant. They might be traumatized, and they're also looking at things in a very suspicious way. And the other person is like not doing anything. They're resting, they're meditating. They might be just healing from what's going on. But it feels like these two people are not together, but they're married, or somebody is suspicious of this is what I'm getting, a condom under the bed, or something suspicious under the bed, and it's coming off as somebody who, like, you had sex with your spouse, right? And y'all had a condom, and somehow it ended up under the bed, and now your spouse finds it. And your spouse is like, whose condom is this? Da 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 da. We're married. I don't understand why you would do this to me, but it's y'all's condom, right? So it's coming off as your spouse or your significant other being very suspicious of something regarding a bed. This is off the bottom of the deck. So it feels like them being suspicious of you or being suspicious of the bed. Um, or your skills in the bed or something. They're like, how'd you learn how to do that? We've never done it before. But here's the thing, this person is coming off as suspicious because they're suspicious. You know? It's like they, this person might have cheated before and they're coming off as suspicious because they're guilty. You know what I mean? But I feel like you would already know about this. You would already know about their infidelity. It's not like I'm telling you something that you don't already know or something that you don't already suspect but don't want to acknowledge. You know what I mean? But if you're not with this person and there's nothing happening, but you still have to, for some reason, like interact with this person, it's definitely feeling like this person like suspicious of your inactivity. It's like, what are you cooking up? What are you trying to do? Like, they're very concerned about what you're doing. They're concerned about why you're doing nothing, or they're concerned about why they can't see what you're doing. You may have blocked them or something. And they're like obsessed with that. Um, it does feel like somebody that you had a long term connection with. And for some reason, they're just really suspicious of why they can't get through anymore. And they're like, okay, especially if they're using like magic or something, they're like, okay, uh, are they now using magic on me? Let me see about this. These two cards, these two sword cards. Because it's like the more you're silent and unmoving and not moving toward them or away from them, the more that you're just like resting in one place with yourself, the more that you are healing from this bad connection with them, the more suspicious of you they are. It feels like they're very selfish, but it also feels like they're mentally ill too. Give me more information about the Four of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Judgment card, bottom of the deck. Seven of Cups, Swords, Six of Swords. So I do definitely feel like one of y'all left this connection, but I do feel like you guys are still connected. And it looks like they want this to revive itself, but it's like you may be connected to them through children, right? You may still be married to them. You may still have a dog or something, a house, some kind of connection with them, and they are like, I don't feel like they're doing well, and the fact that you're not also falling apart is making them even more crazy. Um, and it's like they're bursting at the seams to talk to you about this, but they feel like you're really trying to move on. You've got options and stuff. You've even maybe gone on toward those options so that you can, have new opportunities and just take those lessons and move out of the turbulent water that they kind of put you in. And you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to heal myself and focus on me. And they're like, wait a minute, how dare you go heal yourself and focus on you? How dare you go? Period. It's really coming off as somebody who doesn't want you to be happy. It's like they're unhappy and they don't want you to be happy either. What does this person want from you? What does this person want from the seeker? What does this person want from the seeker? Like I said, you guys might have kids together. Eight of Pentacles. It feels like they want to fight. This might be them. They could be a Gemini, Aquarius. For some reason, I'm also hearing Taurus. But Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, if it's a Taurus for you. They're coming off as um, somebody who's not the most emotional. This one showed me before its face. So they want to slowly like work on this, and they kind of want to block you from working on you, right? Okay, so hold on. I think I misspoke. Hold on. It's like they want to block you from working on you so that you are as fucked up as they are. And it's not like they want you to be happy. They just want to knock you off your pedestal or knock you off your throne, knock you off your game. They don't want you to be clear-headed. They don't want you to, it's like what it feels like is somebody outside banging sticks around purpose while you were inside. You said, "Hey, I'm gonna meditate for a little while. It helps me get calm, helps me think things through. It helps me, not be so chaotic. It helps me be calm and cool and collected, and it helps me think about things, right?" And they're out here like swinging the stick around. What I'm seeing is somebody banging a tin can or a tin thing with a stick, making a whole bunch of noise to so that um you can't focus. So you can't get yourself together. So you can't like, you know, just figure things out. It's like this person doesn't want you to be sitting still doing nothing. Um they want you to always be, moving around, and that's what the feeling that I'm getting is that they want you to be restless. And it's really not, I don't feel like it's coming from a loving place. It feels like it's coming from a place of, I'm envious. I'm envious because you might actually be able to be happy without me. How dare you? How fucking dare you? Okay, so I think I answered those questions. I could make this reading go on all day, but I shall not. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. So did I do number one? I think this was number one. And this is deck number three. So I'm going to do deck number two. What is coming for you guys in love? I've got something on my hands. What is coming for you guys in love? The last 2 weeks of April 2022. Oof. What is coming for the seeker in love? The last 2 weeks of April 2022. What is coming for you guys in love? The last 2 weeks of April 2022. Remember, this is not a personal reading, although it gets very personal a lot of time. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you guys would like to donate to the moving fund, that information down below in the description box. Because I am moving. And that is why I'm not doing any readings for a while. Personal readings, I mean. So what's coming for you guys? April 30th, the last 2 weeks. Ooh, last time. What is coming for the secrets of this deck? The last 2 weeks of April 2022. Six of Pentacles. The Emperor. Four of Cups. It really feels like an older man hitting on you guys, and you guys like, oh, he's a nice. Oh, never mind. Bottom of the deck. So anyway, the first thing that I was getting was that it really feels like you guys are kind of being hit on by an older man, um, and this is somebody that you have refused or continue to refuse. Um, they keep trying to offer you something, and you're constantly like shooting them down, and they're like persistent, and it's not altogether unpleasant, but you're feeling like it's not enough that they're giving you. Give me more information about this. You've got the Empress and the Empress, so you might be married to this person. The Empress and the Emperor come out a lot to indicate married couples. It also comes out to indicate, excuse me, the divine feminine and divine masculine. So if you're not with this person and you do have somebody around you who can constantly offers you things, constantly, try and give you some little trinkets or like even little gifts of food, especially if you're in an office. What I'm seeing is a man with like really buff forearms and his white collar shirt is like rolled up to his elbow. It's really coming off as somebody wanting to offer you things because they feel connected to you or they feel like you might be, marriage material. And for whatever reason, you're like, ooh, no, thank you. Maybe they can't offer you everything yet because you don't know them very well, or, you're working with them. You don't want to be like, um, you don't want to like step on any toes at work. And it's really coming off as two people who are well suited or two people who are married, and for some reason there's like apathy. uh this is like a totally different storyline altogether. um well, not altogether. If you are married and this person like constantly asks for sex, or they constantly um like try and bribe you to do stuff that you don't really want to do, you're like, that's not that's not enough for me. That's not, I don't want that. I'm not interested. You know, I can't. I just can't imagine myself doing what you're asking me to do, um, for that bribe that you're trying to give me. It may also be coming off very much as, um, slimy or something, because this person is offering you something and you're refusing to take it because of, I'm gonna say, like morals, or because it doesn't make you feel sexy. It's like this person is really trying to get you to do something, and you are refusing to do it, not just because it's a bribe, but because you don't, they're not motivating you in the way that you get motivated. They're like trying to give you money for backdoor sex. I think you know what I'm talking about. And you're like, no, because it's painful and I have no interest in doing it, but this person's like trying to chip away at your will to coerce you into doing it, and it's really not. That's not. No, that's coercion is not a good way to go about a relationship. And it's they're not taking no for an answer, and you're like, why don't you just take no for an answer? Okay, so if you are in that kind of relationship, I'm sorry, because that is coming off very much as predatory. It's like, why don't you just respect the boundary that I've set for you? Alright, I do think that I'm going to pull a card for the Four of Cups, and then I'm going to end this reading and go on to deck number three. Oh, shit. These two cards fell down there. It's like conflict with lovers. Maybe they want to open the relationship, or it's somebody who really fits you, but they have something that's really like um conflicting with your own ideas and stuff, and it's like, you know what? Somehow, way, shape, and form, this does feel like compromise, because the Two of Pentacles traditionally does mean equal give and take, even though I don't read it like that. It's coming off that way here, where there's something in this connection that's not what one or both of you wants, but you're both willing to compromise so that everybody gets at least a little bit of what they want, you know? So for this pile, the um the keyword is compromise. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope that made some sense to you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Deck number 3. What is coming for you guys from the last 2 weeks of April? I waited too long to put the window down. April 2022, the last 2 weeks of April. What is coming for you? What is coming for you guys last 2 weeks of April 2022? What is coming for you guys last 2 weeks of April 2022? One last time. What is coming for the secrets of this deck? Last 2 weeks of April 2022. Please remember, this is not a personal reading, although it does get very personal a lot of the time. And also, please remember to like, share, subscribe. Ugh, sitting right here like this is like messing with my hip a little bit. Okay, haven't seen you in a while. Ooh, could be dealing with a Scorpio, somebody who's dark and brooding. Okay, so it looks like an offer from a Scorpio. That's the like base of it, and it might be an offer of sex because this is like look at it, it's a boner, right? So it really looks like, ooh, yeah, it's coming off as very sexual here. You're dealing with a Capricorn or um Scorpio, and it looks like a very sexual connection or an offer of sex or an offer of a sexual connection. Um, and it's not really coming off as very toxic. It just feels like somebody wants to have sex with you. And give me more information about this, please. I think I need more information about the death card. If I get cards of Scorpio, I'll just consider it the indicator that you've given with a Scorpio. Claire for the death card, please. One more time. Claire for the death card. That was a very specific cut. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's feeling like a relation, maybe not even a relationship, but it's kind of feeling like um a Scorpio just really wants to have sex with the Capricorn, and it may not. It what it's coming off as, because you've got the Death card clarified with the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups. It's coming off as somebody who just got out of a relationship. They might have offered you sex when you were in a relationship, or they might have offered you sex when they were in a relationship, and now that the relationship is over, they're back again to start over again with the fuckery. Okay, it's like, so I'm not married anymore, or um, I'm not in a connection anymore. Do you want to have sex with me now? Do you want to have, you know, intercourse now? I just want a card or two for death card. Clear for the death card, please. Mm. He came out before. It's two king. Now it's okay if it's two kings that wanna get together and do the do. Justice card. So I don't feel like this person's telling the whole truth about what's going on here. They might be on the way to getting divorced, but I don't see them being completely and totally done with everything. I feel like they've made more progress, but if they're not legally divorced yet, then they're still in this connection um with this other person, this long-term connection. I don't feel like it's over yet. And with the Three of Cups here, the Devil card, in the Ace, and these other cards indicating a long-term connection, I definitely feel like they're probably still married. They're coming back around again to talk to you, and I feel like it's just manipulation and lies. And I don't feel like it's healthy. Do your own due diligence if you guys really want. You can just do what you want to do. It's your life. It is your life. But it's feeling like just wanting to fuck and also still being connected to somebody else. So don't be surprised if somebody who you spoke to before, especially if they were a Scorpio, do not be surprised at all if they pop back up in your DMs like, hey, so I'm no longer connected. Do you want to get together and have sex? Okay, so that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hope to see